Hello and welcome back to another episode of Pathfinder Kingmaker. My name is Saiken and today we are going to continue the challenge run where I'm playing on hard difficulty, the second hardest difficulty right there. On top of it, we're playing only D tier and F tier classes, the bottom of the barrel one could say. And on top of that, we are playing the Last Azlanti mod, which is Iron Man, and if our main character Hawkbite is ever going to die, it is game over. So everybody is pretty tired, so let's do some resting. Oh wait, I forgot to put the second one onto the watch. Let's do that for the next time so I'm not forgetting again. There you go. It's 14. Oh, looks like a healthy setup overall. Just double checking. No, it's all good. Fantastic. And look at that. Cooking almost always works now. That is not bad. So today we are entering a bandit camp location. I'm stoked to see how that is going to play out. So before we start, let's do some long-term buffs. We're starting with Rod of Lesser Extent, then group buff, then that. I have memorized my first ever metamagic spell, which is great. So we're going to, of course, use that. But before we do that, let's buff the remaining stuff.
And many other clever words.
Good. Another buff here.
I will not be trifled with.
This is just rounds, right? Yes. And that's minutes, so not happening. Resist energy. Like, what kind of resist do we want? We can get fire easily. Acid is another actual problem. Cold, AoE, not yet, but Cone of Cold and the cold frost rain, whatever it's called, that's not too far away either, so that might be an option. And of course, resist acid. Funnily enough, fire might actually be the thing to go for. Then we also don't need to song twist. You know what? Let's do fire for now, okay? And communal poison seems like a legit way of going about it. So then extended.
This is my path.
Extended enlarged person. Yes, please. So, and then the other extended person.
I always have the upper hand.
Very good. Okay, we're fully buffed. We got Shorty here. Hey! Send a lookout like you were told. The man's voice carries weight of command. He seems like to be being the leader of the bandits. His bushy beard is matted and remains the last day's meals are still evident in it. Quit your whining. We always take care of our own, don't we? Says a disheveled, routed woman with a round face. You're right. Hey, when have we ever mistreated you, Shorty? The short, ratty man, whose filthy strands of hair do little to obscure his prominent bald spots, doesn't even try to watch the road. His eyes are locked on the sides of his companions, rummaging through their most recent haul of obviously stolen loot. The bandit leader jumps up when he looks at you with disbelief. Shorty, you ass! You were supposed to watch the road. Shorty spins to face you, finally noticing your presence. Hey, someone is coming. Grab your blades. Hey, hold on everyone, the bandit leader says. Waits a moment ago. And Shorty, stop your foaming. Look here. This is our glorious Baron himself. Come now. Bow down, everybody, bow down. Alright, who are you and what's going on? Oh, well, what? We're a loyal subject. Honest bandits. A lot of us. The bandit leader has a broad smile, reveals a mouth full of rotten teeth. We'd be associating with the Stag Lord band, but since you went and beat the stag out of him, we are left to our own. So now you gotta take us in, your grace. We'd be even better with a stronger leader. And I would say we don't deal with scum. Lovely. Oh, wow. They are even hitting. Well, first, haste, because that's good. Then that, and move forward. Berta is going to eat 4 shots. Three, but still good enough. So, how about little bless? And we're moving over here. Very good. To cry. Listen, we have plenty of room to maneuver. And you, unfortunately, dodged. Critical hit, sneak attack? What? Alright, listen, my dude. Some things are not okay. And Shorty... Oh, Hawkbite has 25 AC. Yeah, well, that makes a whole lot of sense. Time for a small potion. Or a big one, rather. Bit of this, and now Hawkbite should have much more AC. We're going to find out if that is true. How about... Aaron takes a nice little 5-foot step forward. Kind of over here. And then this little shorty guy. I'm sorry, shorty. But you're not stabbing our leader and then just getting away with it. Okay, so Hawkbite now has 39 AC. We got the Arcane Protector for 3. I like that. Fighting defensively. Guarded stance. You know what I'm missing? I'm missing Crane Wing. But since we've been hit, I assume that that was just taken away due to the hit. Unfortunately, both succeeded. Good. That other bandit is taking a lot of heat. I like it. Bandit tries to take Hawkbite. Now 43. I like it. Crane Wing is back up. 43 is good. 43 is excellent. We're delaying until after the rogue. And Dark Cry. Injures Henrik, who's the boss, but doesn't fully finish the job. We're moving up. A little bit of healing. Hogbite moves into the middle.
Strike with all your
That's where he wants to be. Oh man, he has a lot of attacks, and with a dagger he's actually not too bad off. 43 AC is a statement.
I don't like
Oh, but Guy Aaron is making a couple of statements as well. Little bit of
Stab their backs.
healing right there.
Let the attack commence.
Oh yeah. And Henrik is getting swarmed and pounded. Okay,
Does
so
anyone require my counsel?
you get healed, you get healed, and you get healed.
I
Okay,
need
another
to
healing.
concentrate.
Everything has a price.
Magical sword, short sword, I like that. A magical bastard sword, a magical light shield, that's good. Magical scale mail, that's good as well. They are pretty well equipped for bandits, I should say. So, short sword +1, light shield +2. Light shield is nice for those who like using light shields, but we can use heavy shields, so +1. Heavy shield is just as good as a light shield +2. Question of the day is, does that make any difference? I think light shield, unlike a buckler, still means your hand is occupied, so there's that. Got a scale mail +2. 7 and 3 is 10. Not the worst armor ever. But for a dex wielding character, like that's 10. And that would be 10, but medium armor. So the studded leather is actually better. Mithril full plate +2 is definitely better, so not even close. Which means, funnily enough, scale mail +2, not finding any takers.
It is done.
Then we got a short bow, which isn't too bad either. +1, that is, okay. Look, I mean, put it here, just in case we're ever going to attack with ranged again. Then we got a heavy mace +1. Bit too little, if you ask me. And we take all of that. Okay, cool. And then we got, finally, a Wand of Cure Light Wounds. 31 charges. Hell yeah. That's going to go directly to our Master Healer. Fireball. We need the extend. The haste is fine, but I don't think... Well, I mean, we don't need that here.
I'm up for an adventure.
So, this can go here, and we have another wand. We're just like the Master Wander. That's actually a pretty good wand, all things considered. Good, and being hasted, we can explore everything.
There's something unusual.
As per the usual, if you do that, you're getting rewarded with extra stuff. Well, that was quick and painful for them. Not a fair challenge. Good. We're moving further down. The idea would be to cover this here. This is where we meet the Fae. Don't need to do that. Temporary shelter, Pike of Wolf, that changed. Hodak, huge flesh-eating lizards. Bloodthirsty Hodak, rapidly among traders. Okay, so that's a different beast. We really, first and foremost, want to go and take care of the troll invasion, right? Right. So here's a little kobold camp, and we got a kobold trail. Good, first let's finish the surrounding. That's good. And we're starting with the trail.
A rest is in order.
But beforehand, we're definitely going to rest because we need to buff up. Okay, let me do the buffing. Well, apparently no buffing, so it's just a bit of a story. The hills seem pleasant, even welcoming, no grey doom, no gloom. Just walking along a path and enjoying the view on the cute little white pyramids. Built out on the pebblestone, or wait, was it pebblestone? Horrors of horrors. I mistook for pebbles. What actually was polished bones. All along the path, the grass was riddled with pyramids made out of polished kobold remains. Got us thinking, is it wise to follow such a grim path marked by death itself? Yes. Trying to brush away through who made the polish, the kobold, Webetre, and why, we quickly moved along the path leading through the Pale Hills. And it didn't take long for us to reach a mountain river with a bridge crossing over it. Well, bridge might be a bit generous. It was actually just a long branch and about as thick as an arm spanning from one bank to the other. May have been enough for kobold to cross, since we couldn't see any other of those small bone pyramids on the far side, but it took a look nearly strong enough for our party to cross. So we carefully examined the river. We quickly discovered that the river was quite deep, plunged arm-shoulder depths into the water, and couldn't even feel the bed. It was fast too. The current pulled the dried leaves off my sleeves, and it was gone out of sight in a blink. And it was cold, very, very cold. Frankly, none of us were interested in taking a swim. We carefully examined the branch. The branch did have one thing going for it though. Being so thick, it happened to be quite sturdy. But that didn't make the flimsy crossing any less slippery or challenging for anyone daring to set foot on it. I wonder how many kobolds have slipped and fell into the wet bark and found a watery grave in the ice-cold river. So I mean, El Chapo here has everything going for him. So let's go. Hawkbite was unperturbed by the thin branch and the speeding current. After deep breath, our volunteer and leader set forward a foot along the precarious crossing. One step, then another, a few feet across the water without trouble. And started to think that maybe things would be fine. Then, when the branch jerked and started to shake, it was rolling over. With no time to think, all Hawkbite could do was jump to the other side. Oh, the length we go in our efforts to keep our pride untarnished and our pants dry. One incredible jump and Hogbite was on the other bank. Hogbite took a moment to catch his breath and turned his attention back to the crossing. A nearby shrub concealed an amused kobold contraption, a crooked ladder built from random planks and sticks. It seems the kobolds crossed the river in much the same way as we did, sending their most agile companion across and then flinging a ladder over to the other side. Losing no more time, we therefore crossed the river. One small pyramid made the polished kobold bones may be a bit spooky but unbearable. But how about thousands? We found ourselves looking over another proper kobold graveyard. Each little pyramid a mark of kobolds' death, that mark made out of their own remains. Eesh. The real enigma, though, waited in the heart of the burial ground. The centerpiece was made out of hundreds, maybe even thousands of polished bones, all put together to a form of head of an enormous dragon. Imagine it. These small, nonsensical reptiles somehow managed to create a sculpture both fearsome and magnificent. Such might, and yet such frailty as well. If a single bone were to be removed from the foundation, this beautiful statue would crumble to dust. And I even spotted one such flimsy bone. Regardless, we come face to face with the irrefutable proof kobolds, for better or worse, were changing. This news had no impact on the search of the trolls, though, but the land was clearly sacred to the kobolds and seemed unlikely that they would ever bring new friends here. But how would a baron deal with a structure found in this realm? Well, the baron deemed it proper to respect the kobold's shrine. Following my advice, the baron adjusted the dangerously loose bone, and hoping to reinforce the remarkable composition, his grace was standing to leave when a glint from a dragon's jaw drew his attention. Carefully reaching inside, the dragon pulled out what seemed to be a dirty stone. Beneath an outer layer of clay, however, we found a large, finely cut emerald. It seems like the kobold spirit decided to grant us a gift. Showing the offering in his bag, the baron turned and left. We dutifully followed our leader, and soon bizarre kobold burial ground was far behind us. Okay, what did we get? 500 G, my G. That was not too bad. Good. Whilst we're at it, time for an actual proper kobold camp. Let's go. They might be not as friendly. Oh, Takutsu. You see a gang of kobolds resting around a campfire. When they finally notice you, they jump up and start scuttling around, making a mess, bumping into each other, all while muttering something in their hissing language. One kobold emerges from the swarming cloud. His scales are tougher and lighter than those of his companions. Upon closer inspection, he seems to be extremely old. His skin dry and lifeless. He clearly lost some scales long time ago. There's something curious about this kobold. He seemed to be calm, confident, and wise. Sharga, the old kobold hisses. The rest of the kobolds immediately calm down. Yes, he said, addressing you and sticking out his hand. Return. Shake the kobold's hand. Greetings. Shake the kobold's hand. It's slimy and cold. Continues to stare, his eyes yellow and emotionless. Kobolds, humans, love, the old kobold says. Mans, loof. Taruk, King Surge. Serge. Surge. Shh. Taruk, what a familiar name. Tell me, do you know the story of the Scotsgold tribe? Scotsgold spare, not friend. Alright, let's get this sorted out. All of the kobolds are starting at you, no blinking or movement, starting to get uncomfortable. Taruk, trolls, love, search, Taruk, kobold. No matter how hard you try, you can't get a glean of anything useful from the old kobold's gibberish. Alright, farewell. Well, listen. We're playing a good character, so I don't want it to seem like we're attacking anything random on site. That's just not us.
Hesitation is a waste of time. I do things my way.
Does anyone require my counsel?
We're buffing up really quickly.
I need to concentrate.
And then I also put in mirror images. No, I did not. Should have, because that's actually a pretty good spell. But it is what it is. I opted for a bit more CC.
I will not be trifled with. They'll never see me coming.
Good. Let's carefully move through here. There might still be something or someone around. Don't tell me I just buffed up for nothing. So they were moving to the east, right? To the west. And that's really about it.
Follow me.
Any small footprints? Yeah, we know where these are from. Oh shit. Yeah, well, Cobalt Camp. That was rather quick. Unfortunate. So, shortly connecting these routes. What do we know about this? This old abandoned village, southern bank of Taskwater, domain of a mysterious traveler. Service is Old Bedane. Most of the locals believe an old woman lives here to be a witch. Yeah, well, we are going to take a small rest so that we regain our spells. Look, our group is here. Funny. Alright. I think... am I going to do this now? Or are we waiting for next episode? I think we're waiting for next episode. Because it's already half an hour in and I don't want these mega long episodes. I'm sorry, this is going to be best cliffhanger 2026. Thanks a lot for watching. And we're going to see each other in the next episode. Bye bye.